This is Tom.
And this is Shannon.
Welcome to Crafty Tabs.
This time we're going to be talking about Reformation Brewery, located in Woodstock, Georgia.
You can see all the basic information for Reformation right here on the screen, including their contact information. Their keeping hours have changed a little bit. Shannon, do you know what they have for Saturday? I can't see the exact hours on there.
Yes, they've recently increased their hours, and now they're going to be open from 1 to 9.
Superb, thank you.
So the tap room at Reformation is really nice. They've worked very hard right from the beginning to make it colorful. They've taken time with it. It's not one of those things where they just kind of carved out a hole in the warehouse. They really have made the tap room feel like a destination.
Yeah, you're right, and they continue to work on that. We visited Reformation some time ago, and since then they've really increased the amount of activities for people who come to spend time there. Of course, they have the ubiquitous cornhole outside, but they have air hockey inside now. They have Jenga, foosball. They have a nice collection of music available for people to play.
Yeah, exactly. It's always been a nice atmosphere when we've been there. You're welcome to bring your own food, and people do that. There are some tables and places people can sit, and also standing room. They have made the environment very friendly for children. There were a number of children there when we were there. That may be something that appeals to you, and it may not. So I enjoy the beer at Reformation. They have a Belgian style of brewing, which appeals to me. I've always liked the Cadence. It's kind of their flagship beer, it seems to be to me. It's something that you can find a lot around in local bars and restaurants. I really enjoy Cadence. It doesn't taste like anything I've had at any other brewery, so I always enjoy it. It's very unique to me. I like the Providence as well. Providence has a high ABV, so it's something you have to monitor when you're drinking. But it's much lighter than the Cadence, citrusy, very good, smooth drinking. Again, you have to watch it, realizing how high that ABV is. They have a new Belgian white coming out called Union, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was very drinkable. I don't think it's all that different from other Belgian whites, though, I've had, so, you know, if you enjoy Belgian white, it's good. But the Cadence, to me, is really something that's a little more original.
Of course, I'm more interested in the hoppy beers, but over the night I tasted everything, tried to go outside my regular drinking zone, and I enjoyed the Stark. It was okay, but I really liked the Declaration. It was very smooth, had some coffee notes, and like you were saying about the Providence, it has a high alcohol by volume level. It's 9.7, so you want to be careful with that one, but it is a nice, refreshing, maybe dessert beer. I think that's a very interesting term.
And what do you think about their general IPA, the Atlas?
Oh, the Atlas, I really like it. It's a refreshing drink, nice, crisp taste. You can get the hops there. It's not overwhelming. It's not like they tried to run that down your throat. And with the growing sort of popularity of IPAs in this country, some people are sort of force-feeding you those. But that one is a very nicely done process.
Excellent.
One of the things I like about getting some of these tours is it's not just so much how to make beer, but you get the story of the brewery itself and the people who are really dedicated to making beer. And we got that at Woodstock. They told the story about being in Europe and being really inspired by the beer, and then coming home and a group of guys brewing together, trying to have some German influence, but really overwhelmingly it was a Belgian style. And then how they have this Belgian yeast that comes together with this very local water, the Etowah River watershed here in Cherokee County, and when they come together, it makes this really individual, unique, special Reformation beer.
And it's very interesting. We've actually taken the tour there twice. The other one probably 6 or maybe even more months ago, and they have really expanded their brewing capacity in that time. The room has not changed size, but they have certainly filled it up with a lot more equipment and are brewing a lot more beer than they used to. One thing of particular interest at Reformation Brewery is their glassware. Now in Georgia, with the changing laws, you are actually buying a tour, not the glass, but you still get a glass along with your tour so that you can drink the beer. And at Reformation, they have 3 different choices of glassware at different prices. You can get 2 different shapes of glasses, or a ceramic glass as well. So that's something that's not available at most breweries.
Shannon, one of the things I found particularly interesting is, as you noted before, the brewery's growing. They're doing a lot more in terms of volume, and to help them do that now, they have a HEBS. It's a high efficiency brewing system. of which there are only like 12 in the world, and I believe he said 4 operational in the United States of this particular size. You see a picture of it right here, and what it does is it helps them maximize the grain before it's totally spent, and it's very economical for the brewery, and then helps us as the end user, the people who are drinking the beer, and it's environmentally friendly as well. I encourage you to run out and get a tour of the brewery so they can explain this to you in detail.
So thanks for listening to our podcast on Reformation Brewery. You can check out their beer at a variety of restaurants, bars, and growlers in the greater Atlanta area. I don't know if they go all over Georgia, but they're certainly growing and may come to a restaurant near you soon.
With the new laws for beers, they've changed their system, and they're not doing just draft beers now, just kegs and whatnot. They have their bottling. They have a 22-ounce Comet, which you can pick up at their site there in Woodstock. And again, the address is on the first page, or you can look them up online. And so what's next? And I think we're off to Athens. How many breweries we're going to tour down there?
We're going to tour 4 different breweries in Athens, and we'll be with you with updates about those soon.
Look forward to it. Cheers.
Bye.